know what you wanna hear. Things changing course, smiles fade to grin. Now the moment's gone, just as I feared. And I was hoping this time. No longer here, we were feeling bliss. Don't hold your tongue, there's no time for tricks. You've been closing up, I expected this, but I was hoping you'd stay open this time. I know it won't be long, I know you're almost gone. Hold on, let me in before the day is over. Just let me in before the day is over.
I am not feeling great today. I woke up with a sore throat. My whole body is just like kind of shut down. Thankfully I'm off today, but it's still been just like a really hard day. I honestly have just been trying to like get my energy back, and I really haven't had it yet. So it's been kind of a rough day, I'm not gonna lie. And yesterday I was nonstop. I wasn't like alone and not doing anything until about 2 a.m. So not feeling great right now. Over the weekend, just like since I stopped recording, I didn't really get into this last week. I was trying to figure out how to fix my account from a business account to a personal account. I did get my account back to a personal account. TikTok worked with me. Finally, we were able to figure everything out and have that set back. My missions page is back as well. So that option is still a thing that I have. Thankfully, they didn't take it away. It was kind of scary for a minute there, just because that's a good source of income, and I was worried that I wasn't gonna have that again. But all of that kind of happened. YouTube Shorts is still being very beneficial. Over the weekend, we went from 140 to 170 on followers on YouTube, or subscribers. So that's wild, guys. That's crazy. Welcome. That's just a really cool amount of growth, and hopefully that continues on YouTube. It's really cool to actually like see that traction gaining. More and more. It's really exciting. On top of that, I did make 2 TikToks. I made one today and one yesterday. The one I made yesterday was just about, there's an audio trending from Family Guy right now. It's like a song. And so I went ahead and made a video about that. It's currently sitting at 1,300 views. I thought it was going to do a lot better than it actually did, but breaking 1,000 is nice. The 2 TikToks before it got like 300. And then I just posted one like 5 minutes ago. There was a Billie Eilish live concert experience, and people were getting out of their seats in concerts and kind of moshing in theaters, and it was just ridiculous. And so I made a TikTok kind of making fun of that or talking about that a little bit. Hopefully that'll bring some questions. I linked it to an audio that is a video of what happened, and so hopefully that will do well with the algorithm, but I'm not really sure. I didn't really talk about this, but last week I just kind of forgot about it. I was so frustrated. But TikTok gave me a $50 credit to be used on an ad. So I used that to push one of my TikToks. I believe I used it to push the TikTok I made last week about hearing familiar sounds and like remembering your childhood. Just because I thought that one had a lot of credit and I thought it was deserving of more views. And so it should get around 20 to 1,700 or 20 to 17,000 views from that $50. And then I went ahead and boosted another one I thought should have done better. I just gave it like $20. And that one is they're both currently sitting at about 10K. So I think we should see the end of the childhood one by this week. I think it's a 5-day mission or a 5-day period of promotion. And so we should see the end of that this week. I don't know, I was just kind of curious to try that again and see what it does with just average TikToks. I don't like paying money to get views. I think it's very frustrating, but if TikTok gave me 50 views, I'm gonna use that $50 to at least get some. But I'm not getting paid for them. It's just more attention to the channel. That's just about all I have going on this week so far. Tomorrow I will get off around 3. or 2, and then Tuesday night I'll be off. Wednesday will be crazy, and Thursday I believe I will be closing. So I have quite an interesting week. I won't have any days off this week except for today, but I hope to recover from this, whatever it is that hit me today, and be able to work well tomorrow and the rest of the week. But it's a lot, yo. I'm tired. I do not feel good right now. It's weird. It's like I have very low energy. I'm not hungry. I honestly, I haven't done anything today. I've just been not moving. It sucks. It really sucks. It's also like really cold outside. I think it's like 23 degrees right now, so it's freezing. When it comes to like what I plan for this week, I'm not really sure. I definitely want to make as much TikToks as I can, keep making as much on YouTube Shorts. I think my focus for this week really is just creating content and getting through it. These busy 5-day work weeks where it's no day off suck, and so it's just really, you know, there's no big things I can plan. There's no fun things I can do. It's just kind of get through that week and just see where it happens. And so I think for this week in particular, that's what I have planned. I think the merch sample should be coming in this week for the t-shirt. So that's one thing to look forward to, but really that's all I have planned for this week. On TikTok, we're currently sitting at 28.8 followers. So closer to that 30K. It's an interesting like in-between phase for like 30K followers. It's fun. Yeah, I think that's about it so far.
Kind of on my way home today, I realized that I haven't really kind of sat down and talked about how, you know, I'm feeling just about, you know, moving forward and creating. And, you know, I don't want to bring up that, oh, this is going to be like a huge year and 2023 is looking great. You know, I don't want to be like that at all. And I know I've mentioned a few times, like, that I look forward to this year, and I'm very excited to start this year. And I think part of the factor of that is just that I started 2023 as a creator, which has never happened. This has been the first 43 weeks that I have been consistently calling myself a creator and working as one, getting paid as one, doing ads as one, getting sponsorships as one. You know, that has been just a complete learning curve and a complete new environment. Doing a YouTube series that is 43 episodes long is a new thing for me. You know, it's something that I'm very happy with doing. It's something I enjoy doing. You know, but when I started this series, I was a completely different person. And, you know, the person I am now in comparison is just completely different. How I see, you know, the whole side of TikTok, the whole side of YouTube is completely different. And I realized that I haven't really, you know, kind of talked about it and just like, just shown why I, you know, am still creating and what is driving me and what I want to, you know, have moving forward. I think the thing that surprises me the most about what I've learned over the past 43 weeks has been like, following and subscribing isn't what's important. Views aren't what's important. I talk about them quite a bit, but really what's important to me is the people that are there, the subscribers, the followers that are there now. You know, those people are the real ones. I feel like creators nowadays really talk about how many followers or how many subscribers or how many views, or, you know, they talk about like the big records and the big things and all of that. And, you know, for me, I can understand that. You know, I can understand why you'd want to say something like that, because when someone asks me what my plans are or where I plan on going or what I'm doing, I always mention this and I say, oh, well, I really like to create and I want to be a creator. And, you know, they're like, oh, that's great. Well, like, how many? You know, it's always, you know, an expectation that I need to hold that, you know, I'm doing good for other people to really believe that, you know, this is a solid job. And I've noticed that for me, it's like, oh, well, I'm close to 30K on TikTok. And then they're like, oh, well, how's YouTube? And I'm like, oh, well, it's, 170, 150 subscribers. And, not that it's a bad thing, but for someone onlooking, it's not that impressive. It's not that crazy. And so I can understand why creators are like that, where it's kind of built into us that whether you're an artist, whether you make music, whether you are, a YouTube creator, or TikTok, or Pinterest, or Instagram, or whatever it is you do, you have to impress somebody. And that expectation you have to hold. And that's kind of messed up in a way. The thing that I really thoroughly enjoy out of what I've been doing has been you, the viewer. It hasn't been necessarily that I have gained following. It hasn't been necessarily that I've beaten records with views. It's the fact that there's someone here watching. YouTube has been one of the more loved thing that I've created than anything. Out of all of the things I've made over the year, 12 TikToks a week for the past 43 weeks, this has been the most important thing to me. Has been YouTube, has been content. And I've gotten the least amount of growth from. Content pulled almost 2K views last year, and I still love this series so much. I'm still very proud of this series. Every episode I push out, I'm incredibly proud of it. And the love and the effort I put into it, I hope is shown. The music choices, the creative style behind it, it's a craft for me. It's something that I love to do. It keeps me moving every single day, every week. Even if I'm down, even if I'm sad. Today I was going through a lot. I was really anxious and sore and tired and overworked. And I still got up and made a TikTok. I still recorded YouTube for content. I still had something. And before it was just nothing to drive, nothing to push me forward, nothing to keep me going. And I think that's something that I'm really, really thankful for, is that something that keeps me going. And I feel like every person needs that in their life. They need something. They need, oh, well, if I just get one painting, or if I just get this one thing. For me, content isn't a New Year's resolution. Content isn't something that, I'll just pick up and drop. I feel like when I've gotten to this point where if I stopped making content, I don't know what I would do. And it's not even something that holds me back either. It's something that I do in between. Whenever I want to do something where it's a craft or an art piece or something that I'm really excited to do, it's not necessarily something that, oh, well, I need to film content at this time. No, content can be filmed at any time. 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 1 p.m., 6:30 in the morning. It can be filmed at any point in time. It's just whenever something happens that I want to talk about. And I think that just point behind content really has changed how I live my life. The past 43 weeks, it's changed how I'm as a person. It's changed my confidence on how I talk to people about content. The fact that, people see, me completely different, and they're fully aware that I make videos because I'm more open about it now. It's an odd feeling because I'm proud of what I make. And it's not perfect. It's awful at times, and it's goofy, and it's stupid, and it's cringy, and that's not necessarily what matters to me, is whether or not people love it. It does factor into, but it's what I find funny. It's what brings me joy. It's hopefully what makes you laugh, and making people laugh is really what keeps me going. It's really what makes me happy, is knowing that somewhere someone laughed or exhaled quietly, just a little. Either way, that's something that brings me joy. It's just knowing that is exciting to me. Reading comments of people talking about the video or how I made them feel, it's enticing. It's so exciting to me. That contact with somebody that I don't know, that they felt something from me that I wanted to express. It's just a fun thing. Even if it's like 100 people or 1,000,000 people, it's still something that's just so exciting. And I don't mean to rant. I really don't. I just truly, I wanted you guys to know that I'm very, very thankful for you. And whether you're new or whether you've been here since day one, whether you're someone who subscribed to me back when I was making bombing with ramen and so cringy videos, you mean so much to me. And we've officially surpassed the amount of subscribers on YouTube that I started with when I started this series. And that's just, you know, that growth is little to some, but to me it's so much. We're starting to set records on YouTube as well. This week we hit 30K, which YouTube had set as a notification of, congrats, you hit 30K in a week. And that's, you know, and compared to TikTok, it's like, why did I only hit 30K? But in YouTube, it's like, that's insane. That's such a large amount of views. Like, every week I feel like I look at YouTube and I'm like, how is it getting so much more views in comparison to last year? It's just, that growth is insane. And, you know, I hope that you new subscribers are watching both content and this. And I hope that you're aware that, you know, you can watch it at any point in time. You don't have to watch all of them for backstory. That's just crazy. And even for January, I was expecting it to be a low view month. In January, we've almost gotten 2 million views, which is crazy. Like, that's a slow month. I didn't do any missions this month. I haven't done anything extra or anything crazy. I've just been posting, and we still got almost 2 million in January. That's just TikTok just pushing my views, and that's insane. And you know, that's a consistency that, you know, I'm just so happy to have. Just I know that sometimes it can feel like I'm just complaining or I'm just upset. And you know, I did want to kind of sit down and say, I show those videos because I want you to know that it's okay to be upset, and that it's okay to have frustration. It's okay to feel down. It's not necessarily something that you should not have. It's not something you should hate yourself for having. Being upset isn't bad, and it's natural. It's human. It's you. And I want people to know that. I want people to see just how it is, how it feels, what it's like. And I feel like especially last week, there really was that change in tone and that note of understanding for me of that change. And that's something that I hope was transparent, and I hope that you guys could see that you could see me working through something like that piece of information. And another question I did want to kind of talk about a little bit was, why am I still doing this? I mean, I find myself asking that question weekly, and I've never really kind of talked about it. It's never necessarily I'm gonna quit or I plan on quitting, and it's not this isn't going the way I expected it to, and then I just want to call it. There were a lot of points in time in the past where I would set myself to vlog every day, which is a goal that I set. Whenever I was, I think back in 2012, I made a video about how I was going to vlog every day, and quickly found out throughout the year that my life was boring because I was a middle school boy. I was homeschooled and didn't do anything interesting in my life because I was a kid and I shouldn't have tried it. But I still did make a few, and I still did work on videos, and I still made update videos and talked to people, because even then I knew that this is something I love. This is something I enjoy. I found myself asking that question then, which is, why am I doing this? Then I didn't really have an answer, which I didn't grow too much. I was very slow. The people who subscribed, I honest to God have no idea why they did. But now I do have something to continue. I do have a why, and it's you. You guys are why I have something to do. You 10 to 15 people are why I keep doing this. And if you're watching this, and if you're a friend I know, or if you're family, or if you're someone I don't know. You're why I make this. And you're what keeps me moving. Now, I don't want you to feel like you need to keep watching because of it. I don't want you to feel guilty if you'd miss an episode. That's not what matters to me. You're here now, and thank you for that. There's just so much opportunity, I feel like. And I feel like I'll kick myself over and over again if I stop. Because I know and I feel like just a gut feeling that this is working. I'm moving, changing, growing. And if it's not online, then it's a person. I'm learning and growing and changing. And the amount of stuff that I've tried and failed at this series has only been things that I've learned and lessons that I've learned. And honestly, that makes me happy that I have those records of that. Because 10 years from now, I can look back and say, there's Grayson in his early 20s trying to figure life out and see just how much I've grown since then. Because that's one thing I always love is the fact that I can go back and look at me in middle school and high school and be like, there he is. You know, there is this awkward guy trying to figure stuff out, trying to learn how to talk to a camera like it's another person. And if he hadn't have done it then, I wouldn't be able to do this now. Because oddly enough, it's comforting for me to talk to a camera. Oddly enough, it's nice to have something to just release and talk about. And it's nice to not put on a character for you. Nice to know that people care about me for just being me and not worry about it. The series isn't supposed to be funny. The series isn't supposed to be a joke or, you know, necessarily entertaining. It's supposed to be an honest truth of my journey. Honest truth of me working through everything and trying it out. And I don't expect everyone to love it. And that's fine. That's not what it's meant to be. It's not meant to be loved. And I think that if I did grow and if I did blow up, if I overnight became a huge star or whatever, I know that this is something that I will still do and I will still love and cherish. And maybe people will come back and watch it. Maybe people will see where I come from. Because I really do find looking back at creators before they were huge and just seeing just how different they are has been something that's just so appealing to me and interesting. But yo no sé.
So I still haven't gotten any better. I still feel horrible, and I still have no energy. But there finally was a mission last night. It was a Nissan filter that you wanted to put on and use. And it was supposed to be like, use your personality to pronounce these words. I'm from Texas, and so a lot of the words I use and the way I say a lot of words are very distinct. So I used that to my advantage, and I went ahead and posted it. I was the 15th person to post it, and there are 400 plus people using it now, trying to get into the mission. And so I was number 1, and then number 2, and then I was 15, and then I was 20, and now I'm sitting at 80. So honestly, I have no idea. They've picked a few people to promote, but they haven't started the promotion yet. It won't be an absolute no until the promotion starts, probably tomorrow. So I'm not really set on getting it, but it's nice to have them starting again so I can start making them. It was interesting because in the actual description of like what to do, I didn't see this until after I posted it, but it said use hashtag AD for a boost of views. So TikTok has openly started to move more towards like being able to like help creators kind of know what hashtag to use to boost their views. So I need to remember that next time, because apparently that will help boost how the views come to that video, theoretically. So I just thought that was really interesting. I also posted last night me dancing to an audio that I thought was kind of funny, and I just kind of going for the vibes. And it's currently sitting at, I think, 30K views. I'm not sure what TikTok is doing with that. I don't know if it'll continue to blow up or if it won't blow up. Even the people in the comments are kind of in the same way. They're like, why isn't this blowing up, or is this going to blow up? So it's like a weird in-between space, and I'll just have to kind of watch how it does view-wise, because it's still getting views just really slowly. And so it's just kind of been like a weird kind of slow burn this week so far. But it's great to have missions starting back up. Hopefully there's another one tonight. It's currently like 9:20, so there might be another one tonight. And if there is, I'll go ahead and make that one as well and actually use #ad. Yeah, today was, I mean, it was kind of busy, and I opened, so I got up at 6 in the morning and worked, and then got home, and my body just completely shut down. Like I crashed. I didn't wake up until 8, so I slept 6 hours after I got home, and it's just been kind of that same feeling as yesterday. Just no energy, super tired. Like I'm still able to do stuff, and it's not like I want to do things, and I want to have that energy to move things, and I still have that mental energy, but like my body physically has been just completely shut down, and it's been the worst, honestly. It's been really awful to deal with this week. I'm gonna try to take a shower, just because I feel gross right now. Try to kind of get myself back into that kind of energy. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to sit down and update you guys. So I'm glad the missions are starting back up. That means it's not hopeless that we're not going to get any this year. It was kind of starting to look bleak there for a second, but I definitely do think it was January, and I do think it was people not wanting to have ads running during that time period, so, which is understandable because it's a rough month. On top of that, YouTube has gotten almost 50,000 views. So we're continuously like growing more and more on YouTube. I feel like last week it was 30, the week before it was like 20. It's like every week I feel like we're getting more and more views. I'm really, really curious to see how YouTube looks by the end of the year. I think it's gonna look really, really cool. But yeah, I think that's just about all that's happened. Nothing super crazy. Some videos are getting a lot more views than others, and that's really exciting. And I haven't really had any fun videos I want to make. None that I really want to post this late, because I don't think they'll do good at this hour. But I should get off tomorrow around the evening or afternoon, and so maybe I'll be able to make some tomorrow. But also I feel like with the videos that I have up right now, they're doing decent enough that I don't want to kind of interrupt that and let them just kind of sit and do their thing. So that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. But yeah, that's just about it.
I'm still not exactly feeling 100%, but I definitely feel a lot better than I did yesterday. Just today, I got off a little bit earlier, and so I had a little bit more free time. I was able to make 2 different TikToks. The promotion is still pending currently. There's like 100K plus people on this mission. It looks like missions is opening up more and more and getting more popular when it comes to use. And so getting into it is a lot harder than it was before, which is ridiculous because it was already incredibly hard. It looks like it's very hard to get into it if you're not in it instantly. Good luck, basically. I'm not sure what the outcome will be. I'm probably in the top 200 now instead of the top 10. But, there's also a lot of shit posting. There's a lot of people who are just kind of posting random stuff just to get in there. And so, it is kind of dependent on what will happen and whether or not that company will see my video and push it. I felt really good about it, but I'm also not like completely relying on it. It'd be nice to get one, but I'm not like gonna be super heartbroken if I don't get it. But I'm guessing it's gonna go live today. So if it goes live and I didn't get it, that's it. Like that's the call it. Usually it'll either be right before it goes live or as it's going live that I'll get picked up, if I will get picked up at all. And so we'll kind of just have to see with that, and I'll keep an eye on it. But it's not looking great on that spectrum of like missions and everything. The 2 TikToks I posted today, we're able to post on shorts as well. I'm going to post them at 5 just because that's seeming like the sweet spot for YouTube. It looks like that's whenever YouTube kind of posts or pushes those to the algorithm more. It's like right at 5 o'clock. So I'll probably post them at like 4:30, let them sit for, oh, bless you. Let them sit for a minute, and then I'll go ahead and post them. But Both of them I'm really proud of. One of them is talking about Minecraft YouTubers and how they're all scumbags, basically. And then the second one is there are a lot of people on YouTube and TikTok who say I look like Shaggy. I can see the resemblance. I got a scraggly beard. I have long hair and brown. And especially when I wear a green t-shirt, I kind of look like Shaggy. So I made a TikTok referencing that and talking about that. I felt really good about it. That is just about as much as I have going for today. I'm not sure if there's any other things that'll come up. If I make more TikToks today, I'll make more TikToks today. I honestly just, I have a lot of free time today, and so doing as much as I can to like make content for different people it's just really fun. I'm curious to see how YouTube goes. I have hit almost 50K on YouTube, and so hopefully if these two get really good views, then we'll hit maybe 50 to 60K, which is insane. So yeah, that's just about as far as I got for today. It's just a Tuesday, but this is kind of the end game for every week is Tuesday and Wednesday. So really the end of our circle this week is coming to a close, and so I'm really curious to see what it looks like. It's Wednesday and I still feel like absolute shit. Oh my god. Let me tell you. I'm still just not feeling it. It sucks. Today has been just really long and drawn out, but I was able to make 2 different TikToks. The YouTube short I posted yesterday did actually pretty good. I think it's currently sitting at about 3,000 views, and it pulled around 20 subscribers or so. And so we were sitting at, I think, 187 for a while there. I posted 2 different TikToks today. One of them being an audio about Miley Cyrus singing about her hair. And so I was making fun of dudes who shave their heads in January because I don't think it's a good look. That one got like 300 views. Cool. It's fine. It's whatever. And then I went and posted another one about 10 minutes ago. That one was about Texans getting sick because I'm sick, and I know a lot of other Texans who are also getting sick due to the weather changing from like 60 degrees to like negative. And so we're all kind of experiencing that right now. And so that one kind of digs into Texas weather and Texans, which repeatedly seems to be my audience on TikTok, at least. So I went ahead and made a video about that. I'm not sure how that one will do. I posted a little bit later than usual, so we'll just kind of have to watch it. But TikTok has not been pushing my videos that much at all this week. We had that one that got like 30K and then just like randomly stopped. And then the week before last, we had that one that had like 50 and then stopped. It's like a weird amount of views being given to me as an account. But both of those, are happening. I went and re-uploaded that Miley Cyrus one, or the one about the hair, to YouTube, and that one got 1,000, almost 2,000 views. So at least it's getting views somewhere instead of just only on TikTok. And that pulled up my subscribers from 187 to 191. So if I post some tomorrow on Thursday, that is, there's a chance we might hit 200 subscribers on YouTube, which would be really, really cool. That'd be dope, honestly. That's cool. But I'm not sure if that will happen this week or next week. But we're getting there, so that's really interesting. Tomorrow's the 2nd. The t-shirt I ordered, that sample for merch, is supposed to come in either this week or next week. Probably next week. I might end up doing it next week. But I'm really excited to be working on that. I contacted a creator. I'm not going to spoil who it is quite yet, but I'm really excited about the future we have in the next 2 weeks or so. We got a lot of plans coming and I'm really pumped for them. Hopefully I can get through this whatever it is that's hitting me right now, because it is killing me. I've literally all week I worked mornings, and I've gotten off of the shift from the morning, come home and instantly crash. Like it's been the worst. It's been so bad. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this week has turned out. It's not super crazy, but it's still had quite a bit going on. Hopefully tomorrow I work 8 to 4, so hopefully in that afternoon something might happen, but it looks like this week is kind of starting to come to a slow burn end here. Or that mission that happened on, I think it was Sunday night, just went live, so we didn't get it. That's fine. But I'm glad to see that they're back officially, starting to run missions again. It's really exciting. but we didn't get it. So, that's okay. There's a lot of people on that one. That one was insane. That was almost 1,000 people. It was a very easy one to jump on. So a lot of creators. I'm gonna try to take a shower and then edit this episode, just so that tomorrow I can focus on filming and doing whatever happens. But yeah, it's been an interesting week for sure. It's been very it's not been like super slow. It's been decent. It's just been a weird in between. But it's good to see that things are starting to happen again. We're starting to move again. And, coming towards the end of January, getting 2 million views and almost 55,000 views on YouTube now, it's insane. That's great for January. And, this is the first day of February. And so, yeah, I'm really curious to see if we can continue that just increase of views more and more each month. It's genuinely exciting to see that, we're still getting a decent amount of views this month. And I'm really excited to see just how everything works out this year. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start editing this episode and everything. But I did want to kind of sit down and gather everything and talk to you guys. So, yeah. Well, at the end of the week, and honestly, nothing super crazy happened. But, I am still pretty proud of this episode. And I got to talk about quite a bit of things that I really wanted to talk about. I'm not really too upset. And honestly, I've posted quite a bit of different TikToks this week. So I'm not super upset about it. I was able to get 2 different TikToks posted today. I posted one of them to YouTube Shorts as well. The one I posted to both YouTube Shorts and TikTok was the Mario Kart one I did. It was kind of about sibling rivalry in Mario Kart and just a really fun audio with that. Honestly, I think that one's really solid. And I think that has a really good chance of blowing up. And I think it's just a really funny TikTok. And then the second one I posted was there's this really, really bad CG squirrel that's auto-tuned and it's really annoying and loud, and millennials tend to think it's hilarious and putting a lot of duets of them trying not to laugh to it, and it's really, really bad. So I made a TikTok about, kind of a "ha, I'm a Zoomer, you're a millennial," separation kind of TikTok. I don't really care if you're a millennial or a Zoomer. I just, TikTok tends to kind of feed into that quite a bit, so I played into that a little bit. Both TikToks I posted today, I think, have a really good opportunity to blow up. I'm not sure if either of them will, but, they both have a good opportunity to. I went ahead and posted both just to see what happens. But those 2 are about as much as I've gotten done today. It's been a good week. We had a mission for the first time in almost a month. We had a really good conversation where I got to sit down and kind of, gather my thoughts on why I'm continuing the series and why I'm enjoying doing the series as much as I am. And honestly, TikTok has been quite a big focus this week, and so is YouTube. Both of them really kind of work together, and I feel like this is the first week where I understand YouTube's algorithm and TikTok's algorithm, and I was able to work with both of them hand in hand, and I feel like we profited on both sites this week at least. So I'm really, really excited to continue that. No, my shirt didn't come in today, so I expect it to probably come in next week. Hopefully we'll get that merch sample, and I'll start to kind of work on more plans. I have quite a big idea for next week. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but I really do think it'd be a really cool project to get done. So we'll have to see with that. So yeah, that's just about as much as I got. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. This one's about probably 40 minutes or so. So it's a longer one. So thank you and have a good week. Creators did that. Hey, if you keep biting my feet, I'm kicking you out. Ranger, what are you doing? This is why you're not allowed in here, because you wreck everything. Yeah. So, hey, I told you if you keep biting me, you're getting kicked out. You're leaving. She just left. She just left for that one.
Why would they?